This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So today I wanted to show off another custom action figure that I just got done doing about an hour ago. You guys know I love Lovecraftian horror. And one of my favorite movies that, you know, what I consider new movie. This is a cosmic horror film which came out in 2016. This is the little Canadian film that could. This movie is awesome. You guys have heard me talk about it before. It is very Lovecraftian. It mixes together equal parts Lovecraft and like Hellraiser from Clive Barker. I know, Thor, right? That's some crazy cosmic horror. But no collectibles. I have seen a couple of the little, I guess they're little cute figures that people have made of characters from The Void. There have been some 3D printed miniatures, totally unofficial though, that I have found on like Etsy, and they didn't look all that great either. I wanted something that actually looked like it came from this movie. And for the longest time, I was trying to figure out what sort of recipe I could use to make probably the most iconic image from this movie is one of the cultists, all dressed in white with a giant black triangle on their head. Basically, Cthulhu looks like a giant black triangle in this film. Sort of like the giant monolithic thing in Hellraiser. There's like a giant black stone pyramid floating in the sky. And it's sort of like their elder god. Anyway, I just finished my custom cultist. He's 6 inches tall. And I'm super happy with the way this dude turned out. This is probably right up there with my custom Tombs of the Blind Dead figures, as far as it makes me happy that it turned out as well as it did. So let me tell you the recipe I used for him. Now, granted, when you look at it, it looks pretty simplistic, you know? You're like, well, it's just a fucking dude in white with a triangle on his face. How hard is that? Believe me, it's harder than it looked. So the recipe was, this is a Princess Leia robe from a Star Wars Black Series Princess Leia. The hood is from that dark Sith version of Rey. So it's Rey and her cloak under here, and I painted it all white, except for her boots, you know. Because I think the cultists have black shoes underneath their robes. Anyway, so I painted all of Rey's clothes white, and I stretched the Princess Leia robe over it. I removed Rey's head. I wanted it to be a dude, so I sanded down Rey's titties, but since Daisy Ridley isn't that well endowed, you know, it was just a little bit of sanding, but I sanded down the chest, and that went cool. Then I chopped up some material, a t-shirt, which I glued to the hood, and then I took my really fine lined like little Gundam markers and I drew the triangle. The knife belongs to Tigra, the Fire and Ice figure from Frazetta Girls. I got my second Tigra in the mail, and I put that knife to good use. Because these guys carry big-ass knives in the movie. Now, I was going to... Originally, I had painted up a head to put underneath the hood. And I went through all the trouble of fucking painting this skull. Because I thought, you know what? It would be really cool. Because you never see what the cultists look like underneath their hood. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if, like, they're already starting to turn into the void, into the creatures? Because when these people dabble with the other side, awakening what lies on the other side of reality, you know, a lot of the people start changing into monsters. Very Cthulhu looking, very Rob Bottin, sort of The Thing looking, lots of tentacles and teeth and eyes and skulls and shit popping up. It's very awesome. But I thought it would be cool, so I painted up this skull, and I painted it up very dirty and nasty, grimy. And this was going to go underneath the hood. But the problem is that once it was, you know, I attached it to the neck post, and his little face pushed the hood out too far. And it didn't look right. Because in the film, you don't see anybody's facial features sticking out. You don't see anybody's big nose. You don't see anybody's, you know, facial features, a big jaw. Nothing like shoving out the hood. So I was a little sad about that I couldn't put this in, but I'll just save this for another custom action figure. I do like the paint job, though. It looks slimy and grimy and really shitty looking. So in my mind, this is what he looks like underneath the hood, but, you know, I couldn't pull it off this time. So that hood is permanently on there. Actually, this hood is permanently glued onto the shoulders of the Princess Leia outfit. So none of this you can take off. It's there for forever. And this is glued on there also. So even if I did have that skull underneath there, it would only be for me to know of, because you couldn't lift it up to see anyway. So it worked out really good. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this dude turned out. I've got another custom action figure that I'm working on. I am doing a Mr. Barlow from Salem's Lot. And hopefully I'll get him done before Halloween and I can show him off. But, kadoosh. Look, you called forth the old ones and they showed up. Anyway, yeah, I am really happy with the way this dude turned out. Watch, now somebody will make a fucking official Void the Cultist action figure. That always happens whenever I seem to make something, then not too long later somebody pops up with a either an official version or a really nice version. But it's the journey, it's the experience of doing it yourself that counts. And I'm really happy with the way this dude looks. I know it's simpler looking than my custom Merman or my custom Tombs of the Blind Dead Templar Knights, or what are some other customs I've showed you guys? A lot of Cosmic Legion figures, that I've done. Customizing is really fun. Oh God, G.I. Joe. Man, I don't even think I've ever showed you guys all of my custom classified series figures, but I've done a ton of customizing on those. Those are always fun to change and repaint and swap parts. But yeah, let me know if you guys think this Cultist figure turned out cool. Let me know if you guys are fans of that movie. I know I am. 2016 doesn't seem like that long ago, does it? Anyway, it's a fun movie. Cosmic horror, monsters. It's got a lot of Lovecraft in there. And it's got a whole army of these crazy bastards dressed alike. These cultists who are trying to open the gates and set the old ones free. Alright, my friends. Thanks for stopping back by. I'll have some more monsters and custom figures and crazy pseudo-religious cultists trying to call down God only knows what from the outer reaches of reality. Hang in there. I'll be back very soon with more monsters. Happy Halloween.